Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Art of Radiant Embodiment, 3 keys to create peace, harmony, and freedom with your body. I am absolutely thrilled that you are here and that you've taken the time out of your day to be present for this conversation. And I just wanted to take a moment and invite you to acknowledge yourself for that. So, yay, you. I am really, really excited to have this time with you. And I'm going to give you at the end of our talk today a powerful checklist. They're my top 12 pieces or tool information that I wish that someone had given me when I was first starting to create a harmonious relationship with my body. And so I want to let you know that you're going to get that at the very end. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I will go over it and I'll let you know how I can get a copy to you for that. So yay. So what I'd like to do is to just give you an overview of what we're going to be doing today. So I'll be sharing information and tools that you immediately begin using so that you can understand what it is that your body really needs beyond just nutrition and exercise for well-being, so that you're able to live your best life possible. I'll be sharing with you how you can transform your energetic state to high vibration emotions that are going to internally align you to receive the pleasure and enjoyment of living in a body. We'll go over how you can have the clarity and confidence to work in harmony with your body, to create the external results that you desire. So how you can work together to create the weight, the energy, the performance, the strength that you desire in your physical form. We'll talk about how you can allow more of your soul's gifts to be fully expressed by living in a body that contributes powerfully to your best life possible. And then how you can start right away experiencing more pleasure, peace, and freedom in your body. So that gives you a little overview of what we're going to do today. I've planned for about 75 minutes for us to be together, and I'm going to be doing my best to honor that. And what I'd like you to do for everybody that's here, if you want to say hello, there's a little chat box over to the right. So if you want to go over there and just post your name and where you're from, love to see that. So I'm going to go over and click that on mine, and I invite you to pop on in there and say hi, and then I'll periodically be checking the chat. And so we'll spend the first hour. I'll be sharing content with you. We'll be doing some experiential activities, meditations together. And then I also have been intuitively guided to do some energetic clearing as we're going through, if that presents itself. As I'm giving you this information, if I have this sense that there's some energy there that we could all clear together, then I will guide you through that. And then the last 15 minutes I've set aside for you to ask any questions that you have, post any comments. So that is the general format. And then at the end, I'll also be sharing a way that you can take what it is that I'm bringing and teaching today, and how you can take it deeper with me. And then also how you can get my top 12 tips or learnings that I wish I'd known when I started my body harmony journey. So I'll be sharing that with you later too. So I want to just briefly share with you, for those of you that don't know my personal body transformation story, I want to share that with you here. And I want you to know that if you are really sensing that longing to be at peace in your body and still create the external results that you desire, having the pleasure, having the weight, having the energy, and wanting to live your best life possible while you look fabulous and feel fabulous inside and out. I understand, because that was my journey and that was my reality not that long ago. About 8 years ago, was in deep emotional, mental pain, and I was struggling with this feeling that my body could never be quite right. And so I had exercise bulimia. I used to run on the treadmill at least 7 miles a day, every day. And I did it through actually tearing my fascia in my foot. And I had plantar fasciitis pretty severely. And I was addicted to exercise and continued to run through that to the point where it was so bad it had to be casted, and I had to get off of it for a month for it to heal. And I was going through some pretty severe depression as well. And I just remember clearly in the bathroom one day, I'd been weighing myself that morning and thinking, like, how much longer can I keep on with how I am with my body, like constantly worrying about my weight, feeling like if I didn't exercise one day, it would just be a total disaster. Really thinking, a lot about the food that I was eating, if how many calories I was taking in, was I going to gain weight? I was not at peace, and that led to really this breakdown that ultimately became my breakthrough, which I'm happy to report. But in that bathroom that day, I remember saying to myself, is living in a body really supposed to be this hard? And thankfully it's not. And everything that I'm sharing with you today is a way to be in harmony with your body, to be in co-creative relationship so that you can work with her, play with her in pleasure, and create internally the peace, the freedom, the possibilities, and then have that reflect externally into the body that you experience. So on that day, it was like, okay, something's got to give. I've really had enough. I'm not. I don't want to stay here if it's going to be this difficult, Billy. I'll check out, and I considered committing suicide. And then by the grace of God, the universe, I was led to teachings in body-mind healing, in somatic movement, in energy healing that have supported me in transforming how I live in my body, how I relate to my body, and has helped me maintain an easy weight comfortably without having to resort to extreme exercise anymore. I move when it feels good because my body and I want to do that, but I don't have a sense of, oh my gosh, if I don't work out, everything's going to fall apart. I haven't had to resort to major restriction, and this was 8 years ago, so I've chronologically shifted a little bit. Although I'll say that a lot of people mistake me for being much younger than I am, and I do feel that a lot of the teachings that I've been given, I've called in, that I'm sharing with you, are a reflection of that as well. That it's reduced the stress, it's reduced the cortisol, it's reduced the discordant energy in my body, which allows me to look radiant and ageless. So that was my story. And, just as from a standpoint of what teachings that I did since that day, I've learned the practice of Nia and trained in that, which is a somatic movement practice. And I spent lots of years training in various belts that they have and teaching. And then I found Reiki and became fascinated with energy and became a Reiki master. I also trained in access consciousness. And my latest mentor, Alea Dow, has taught me a lot about working energetically with the body. So all of this is what I bring to you today. And it's helped me discover how I can work with my energy and be at choice in the vibrations that I'm carrying in my body, so that my internal world is an energetic match for my external world or the outer results that I'd like to experience. So that is me. And what I'd like to do now is, before we get going, if you have a piece of paper and a pen handy, awesome. And if not, I'm going to invite you just to take a minute to go get that. And I'm going to check the chat box real quick and see how we're doing. Got some peeps joining us. Let's see. Enable chat box. I'm learning all this technology. Let's see. I just put my sticky up there. So feel free to post and say hello and where you're from. And just give you another minute to locate a pen and a piece of paper. And I'm going to find myself in this mirage of windows that I have open. Please bear with me for a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to invite you to do on that paper is write down 3 frustrations or challenges that you are currently having with your body right now. So just tap into that. So whatever those are, write those down. And then I'm going to invite you to write down 3 greatest desires that you have regarding your health, your body, your radiance factor. And feel free to share those in the chat box if you'd like, so we can witness that with you. So 3 biggest concerns, challenges, fears you have around your body, around your health and well-being, and the 3 greatest desires that you have, what you would like to shift and change. So just taking a moment as we're honoring the body to just really ground in here. We begin to go through this material, just inviting you to connect to the space. Sense your body. Notice how you're sitting. Notice what you're sitting on. I'm going to invite you to gather all of your energy and attention into this present moment. And all of the information that I'll be sharing with you today is also being relayed from my higher self to your higher self. And I'm inviting your higher self to take this information in and receive it in a way that is going to empower and support you. And only take the pieces that work for you at this time, leaving anything else behind. So that is my intention for today. And I invite you into that with me. And then I'd like to start with the first key that I wanted to bring to you. And I'm going to go through the first 2 keys pretty quickly and spend more time on the 3rd key because that's really where I want to focus our attention. But these other 2 keys are part of the bigger picture. So the first key that I wanted to bring to you is that true radiance is an ongoing, creative, and dynamic, multidimensional process. You can see it as an artistic, ever-evolving expression of allowing life to flow through you freely as you journey as a divine human here on earth. So the first piece of that, it's multidimensional. It is not just physical. Radiance is not just a physical experience. It's also determined by your mental, emotional, and spiritual state. So what happens most of the time for a lot of people in our current paradigm is when we're not feeling radiant in our body, we go directly to looking for what we need to do to our body to shift it. So we're looking, to find, so let's say I feel like I'm low on energy, so I must need to change what I'm eating, or I must need some supplement, or I need to get more sleep. We're always looking for, what we're doing on the outside, the external world, and I'll include in the external world anything that we are doing to our bodies, okay? And what I wanted just to bring to the conversation is that whatever we're experiencing on the physical is actually the present state or reflection of what our predominant thoughts and emotions have been up to this point in time. We have created our body by the thoughts that we experience. So we can become much more efficient at shifting our outer state, how our physical bodies are currently presenting themselves, when we shift the energy at the mental level, which also shifts the emotional level as well. So the big piece to take away is that, yes, there are things that our bodies desire and require in the physical world. And what I'm inviting you to consider today is that you're not just the physical, that how you experience and express your physical beingness is also part of your mental, emotional, and spiritual state. So my tip is rather than just immediately go to the outside first to figure out what it is you need to shift your energy, to shift your weight, to feel more radiant and more alive, first come in and get in alignment with radiant thoughts, which create radiant emotions. Radiant thoughts of joy and empowerment and peace and freedom. Those are all thought forms that can then translate into those emotions that we feel and the vibrations that we feel in our body. And I wanted to bring the spiritual piece in by sharing with you that you can ask your higher self, that wiser self of you, to align you with those thoughts and allow those positive emotions and vibrations to be present in you. If you imagine an energetic grid, you can invite your higher self to take you out or unplug of the disempowering thoughts, the lower vibration thoughts, and plug in to the high vibration thoughts and ask that it be reflected here to you in the physical world. So that's one piece of the first key. The second piece of this first key is that your radiance is ever changing and evolving. And why I wanted to bring this is where the art and the craft comes in of creating a radiant lifestyle. Because as you move through your day or as you move through seasons in your life, your radiance factor is constantly affected by both your internal and your external environment. And life is a dynamic process. We're never done until that day when we finally decide to no longer play here on the physical realm and we leave our bodies. And that not only is every day different, but every season of life is different that you're in. So if you can see your radiance as a work of art that you're constantly in the process of creating, that is an ever-evolving, changing process, then it becomes much more alive for you. And you can choose the brushes to use on your canvas or the tools that best suit what it is that you're creating. and the colors that will best enhance. And so the colors could be the emotions and the vibrations. Using the creative power of your mind to design, tweak, and add to the canvas that is your life experience. You're not done until you're done, right? So having a regular practice of checking in and understanding what it is you and your body specifically need to turn up the volume on your radiance is really helpful. And I'm going to share a little bit more about how you can do this later on during the talk. And that third piece that I wanted to give you is that you create true radiance from the inside first, which then reflects to or translates into your external world. So I already touched on this a little bit, but I just wanted to bring it to the conversation one more time. Whatever is experienced in your body at this moment and what's happening in your world has been created internally first with your thoughts and your emotions. So to shift your external world as you see it now and shift how you're experiencing your body, you must begin the shift internally first. And this is how everything is created. Every artist has a vision in mind first, which then translates into the painting. And it's the same with body creation. So that's our first key. The second key is radiance is your birthright and your natural state. When you are in harmony with your body, mind, emotions, and spirit, you are in harmony with life. So the first little nugget that I wanted to bring today is that you reclaim that natural state of radiance and of well-being by remembering that you have a divine original blueprint for well-being. And when you remember that and you plug into that, that begins the process of creatively using your mind to tap in with and energetically to that divine blueprint that's there. So much of what we create with our bodies comes through time with certain patterns and habits that we have, ways that we use our body, ways that we think, habits that we think, emotions that we carry in our body. So when you're able to tap into that original divine blueprint, that's that remembrance that all of those habits and patterns, they can be shifted and changed by replugging in to that divine original blueprint. The second piece of radiance being your birthright and your natural state is that you have a right to claim your radiant state and create sovereignty, which means keeping your life force energy on you and for you, eliminating energy drainers, energy vampires, maybe you've heard that word. So from someone who is an empath and feels in her body energetic states pretty easily, and it's becoming more and more prevalent as the earth is shifting and the veils are lowering. I used to run around feeling like I needed to make everyone else happy so that I could be happy, and I'd be putting my happiness and joy out on everyone else, and it completely and totally drained me. And so this piece is that you have the right to claim your radiance and that space is sovereign. So if you're someone like me, who feels like, to be compassionate, or someone, this is how it used to be compassionate, that I would need to give someone my energy, I'm going to invite you to consider that that's not really honoring your radiance, and it's not keeping sovereignty in your field. So, if you've ever been in a situation where other people's moods affect you and they affect your energy, this is what I'm talking about. Or if you've got the friend who wants to dump all of her challenges on you, The solution is, because here's what's happening. When somebody shows up in your life that is in a lower state, and the first instinct can be to give them what you have and to make them feel better, right? Really, they're really looking for information on how you are at that state. You giving them your radiance, it's not going to work because it's yours. It doesn't work for them. So the solution is to send them the relevant energetic information where it can be received. And you do this by asking your higher self to send all relevant and appropriate information, energetic information, and then you model the solution in your field. You hold that on you and for you. So then you continue to vibrate at that higher level. It's an invitation for someone to join you at that higher state, but you keep it on you and for you. You have sovereignty. This is where emotional freedom comes in. This is where you can claim your vibration and hold it in your field and not get tossed and turned by energy drainers. And I would like to say too that sometimes thoughts can be your energy drainers, and they might be your thoughts and they might not be your thoughts. You also have sovereignty that you can say they no longer are allowed in my field. You can ask your higher self, help me out with this. This is no longer working here, and have it transformed in the higher realms. And the third I wanted to bring with you on this key is that you most efficiently align to your radiance by calling upon your resources vertically first. And that would be your higher self, your spiritual team, your guides, and also your body's higher consciousness. Your body has a higher consciousness just like you do. So calling upon the resources vertically, and then that also includes the earth, because the body is of the earth. She is a nature spirit that is part of earth. So calling upon the support from the earth and the higher realms first to claim that radiance, to create that harmony, and then opening to the horizontal, which is what's happening here on the physical plane, to see what aligns with that energetic state internally first. So I'm going to take a break here, and I'm going to check our chat box and see. Anybody saying nothing yet? Okay, cool. Feel free to chime in with anything that you want to add here. And now I'm going to move on to the third key, and this is where I really want to spend some time with you. And it's specifically around the body. And this key is that your body is a powerful resource to assist you in fully embodying your brilliance, your soul essence in physical form, and she wants and desires to support you in experiencing radiance. So I'll say that again. Your body is a powerful resource to assist you in fully embodying your brilliance, your unique soul essence in physical form, and she wants and desires to support you in experiencing radiance. So the first part of this is that your body is a barometer for your internal and external state. She is your GPS to let you know what you're experiencing internally and externally, and she can communicate to you and let you know through sensation when you're in alignment with radiance or you're out of alignment with radiance. So going back to what we were talking about before, what your internal environment is through thoughts and emotions, she can let you know, and what she's perceiving in your external environment. And this would be other energies that you would sense from other beings, from the environments that you're in. I also consider external what you put into her. It's coming into her. She's a barometer for your internal and external state. So what I'd like to do is walk you through a real-time example of this, just to highlight what I'm speaking of here and the experiential sense of what this is. So I'm going to invite you first to bring to mind something that really frustrates you, makes you mad. And if you want, you can close your eyes and just really bring that experience into this present moment in your mind's eye. So really see it, whatever it is that just totally frustrates you, freaks you out. Bring it in fully. Let yourself feel it fully. And I'm going to invite you to connect with your body and notice what you are sensing in your body when you bring that visual in. So are you sensing a tightening around the belly, perhaps? Is your heart racing? Just take a moment. Stay with the visual. Just allow yourself to feel whatever it is that's going on sensationally in your body. So you can actually have a physical experience in that moment with that thought that then led to the emotion that came up, right? And you can sense it, you can feel it. There's that tightening, or there's that contraction, or there's, the heart racing, the heart pounding. So I'm going to invite you now to clear that from your experience, and let's use the higher realms here. I'm going to invite you to call in your higher self and your body consciousness, her higher self, and ask them to work in the energetic fields, with the energetic fields and the guides, to support you in releasing this emotion, releasing these thoughts in the higher realms, and activating whatever emotional state you would choose instead. So maybe it's a return to peace, or if there's another vibration that you would want to call in. So I'm going to invite you to do that. And this is something that happens in the higher realms. Your mind is just used to direct the focus and the attention, and your higher self and your higher self work with the energetic fields and the guides to shift that for you. So just breathing, allowing your body to shift. Beautiful. So now we can do this on the flip side, bring to mind something or someone that brings you great joy, right? Something that you really, really love. And maybe it's a vacation you took, or, your pet, or if there's a favorite spot in nature that you love to be in. So I'm going to invite you now, closing your eyes if you're in a position to do that, really calling that in, that image in. Just allowing yourself to fully feel it, be in it. See it with as much detail as possible. Really allow yourself to be there. And then just begin to notice what you sense in your body as you hold that vision in your awareness. So is there a sense of spaciousness in your body? I notice for myself that my speaking has changed as I've been focusing energetically on what brings me great joy. There's a softness there. Many times it's an expansion of energy. If it's something that just lights you up from the inside out, you could just feel this surge of life force flowing through you. So your body was a barometer for you. We created those conditions, right? But your body was able to show you through sensation what you were experiencing with your thoughts and with your emotions in both those times, right? She gave you that awareness the first time with whatever sensations you had. Typically for me, my belly contracts. I feel like knots in my belly when it's something that has me out of alignment with radiance. And she gave you the feedback when you were focusing on something that brings you great joy with a different sensation. So she was a barometer for how you were shifting your internal state with calling on those visuals, right? Now, she's also affected by your external state. And if you are empathic, if you are sensitive to energy, that you will definitely know what I'm talking about. There's certain people in certain spaces that either make you feel, whoa, like, oh yeah, baby, or that you feel like, no, I do not want to hang around here. You can sense that, right? And I'm going to give you an example from my own life. I had two of my family members who were having a very heated argument. This was several years back. And I was in the room and I was laying on the floor, just meditating, resting. And I could feel this energy that was going on between the two of them, this discordant energy come into my body. Like my stomach got in knots. I was having absolutely nothing to do with the conversation, yet I could feel what was being created in my body. And typically it goes in my solar plexus. A lot of my journey has been not to take on other people's energies. I'm so sensitive to it. And fortunately, at that place on my journey, I was very aware. I was using my body consistently as a barometer. I knew it didn't belong to me. It wasn't my energy. I didn't take it on. And at that time, I used the question, like, to my body, who does this belong to? And she's like, it doesn't belong to us, right? And I said, well, we don't need to take that into our field. You can just send that back, So whatever she was experiencing, it left. It didn't stay within me. And what I've learned since then is if you would like to be supportive of bringing the energy to a more coherent state, you can ask that any relevant and appropriate information that you have that would support the situation and shift it to more coherence, you can ask that be sent to where it can be received, and then you can model the solution in your field. So it's an interesting concept because most people, well, it's not just a concept, it's reality, but most people are very unaware of energy and their energetic state. And what can happen is if you aren't allowing your body to be that barometer for you, then something can happen really quickly where some discordant energy comes through your field, Or you could even sense it across the other side of the world. That's happened too to me. And you can think that it's yours, and you're holding it in your state, and you're trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I was feeling great a few minutes ago. Now I feel yucky, you know. So we're affected by both internal and external. And then a really practical perspective, as far as something like food, or supplements, whatever you're going to ingest into your body, I consider that external as well. So your body, through muscle testing, can let you know if that is something that she would like to receive, or if it's something that doesn't support her. So that's all I'm going to say about that. There's a lot more I could share with you on that, and I'm really watching the time and making sure we get through everything. I'll tell you later how you can learn more about working with her as a barometer, if that's something that would support you. But bottom line, your body is telling you through pleasure sensations when you're in alignment with allowing radiance, and when you're out of alignment with allowing radiance. So pleasure equals radiance. Pleasure is the body's way of saying, yes, you're on the right track. You're hearing your higher self, your soul, sending you information. This is a yes, this is a no. You know, you're hearing your body saying, yes, this is supporting me. No, this is not supporting me. So pleasure. So that's cool, right? Follow pleasure. It's the right path. All right. The second piece that I wanted to bring to you on how your body is a powerful resource to assist you in expressing your radiance is that she has a consciousness separate from your soul. And she also has a higher self. And when you recognize that she has a different consciousness from your soul essence, and that she also has a higher self, you can work with the energetic fields and collaborate with her to help you shift your energetic state to a more evolved consciousness. And this would be beyond the survival, fight, flight, lower consciousness level that we can drop into unless we're really staying present in our prefrontal cortex. And this is going to support you in greater degrees of health and vitality. So making that distinction that your soul essence has a different, distinct consciousness than your body, and that more likely than not, your body's consciousness is at a lower level than your soul essence, okay? And so this can be challenging when our soul is asking us to grow and evolve and step out of our safety zone, our comfort zone, and our body's like, no, right? She wants to be safe, and she's like, no, it's not safe, or don't do that, you know. That's that fear. And it's, you know, it's also a piece of thoughts that we've had, that we've patterned our brains a certain way. So I invite you to look at it like this, that you are the parent and she is the child in a sense, and you can support her in evolving her consciousness with you by some of the tools that I'm sharing with you, by a new way of seeing her and a new way of being with her, so that she can move beyond fight flight into a more evolved consciousness herself, which will support you and your soul's journey in growing and expressing your gifts, and having the adventure that you came here on earth to have, and having the body that will support you instead of wanting to stop you. So how you can play with this is by first recognizing that she has a separate consciousness, by, you know, having a conversation with her on, like, wow, body, what's going on? Why isn't it you, you know, what are you afraid of, or what's being triggered here? And your soul essence can model right energy to your body. So let me try to put this into a practical example. So let's say, okay, so speaking. Haha, this is something, oh my gosh, I would be totally freaked out to do before, right? Like this was not ever anything that came naturally to me. I had to start doing it when I first started teaching Nia, and it would just be, it would be agonizing, you know? And so let's say an instance like that where you really want to grow into that and to be able to speak, but your body is just totally freaking out, right? Okay, so at a soul level, your soul essence, what is the solution? So the solution would to be calm, the vibration of calm, centered, relaxed, feeling free to fully express yourself. You know, whatever that piece is, you would hold that in your field on the soul level and invite your body to join you with that. And when you're fully within your body and connected to your core, and you're asking your higher self to support you, you're intentionally calling in those vibrations, you can model the energy to your body. And this is something that you can play with in your life. If there's something that your soul essence has been wanting to do and it feels like your body is just out of sync, you know, get the energy of what the solution is for that. What is it? And model that in your field. And invite your body to join you. And you can work with her higher self on that too, inviting your body's higher self to plug into those vibrations of calm, of relaxed, of feeling like your mess belongs, or feeling that you're safe, or whatever that is. You know, plug into the higher realms and ask that it be reflected both with your higher self and your body's higher self. Now, on the flip side of this, having these two distinct consciousnesses, your soul and your body, she's going to be able to do what she does best, which is be radiantly healthy in the physical form when you don't expect her to work through your soul lessons or your soul growth opportunities, if you want to call them that, that she's not designed to work on those lessons of the soul. And so what I'm going to invite you to do is take personal responsibility for those pieces that your soul is here to learn and master, that your soul came here to play with and to grow and evolve, and to relieve your body of this task because she's not good at it and she's not designed for it. And it creates discordant energy in your body that can't be processed because your body can't do anything with what it is your soul is here to master and learn. And it's what I feel creates a lot of the disease and a lot of the imbalances that are occurring with bodies right now. So I'll give you an example. If I want my body to make me feel good about myself by looking a certain way, feeling a certain way, like if I'm expecting her to have, let's say, a certain weight, which this was a lot of my journey, like a lot of my sense of self-worth was based on how my body looked. That's a self-esteem lesson that my soul wanted to master, that I was asking my body to do. And she can't do that for me. That isn't her job. So in this instance, what I would invite you to do is to work on those pieces at the level of your soul and of your higher self, and release off your body any of those soul lessons that or growth opportunities that are here for you, and ask for assistance in the higher realms with that, and invite your body to do what she does best, which is plug into her divine original blueprint for optimal health and vitality, and let her do her job. So if something came up for you around either of these pieces, I invite you to work at the level of your higher self and your body's higher self to bring all of your soul's lessons, your soul's pieces back to the level of your soul, releasing them up and off of your body. And any pieces that your body is needing to work through to evolve, I invite you at the level of your higher self and your body's higher self to plug in to the evolved body consciousness that is in the higher realms, that is here on the planet. You can energetically tap into what evolved body consciousnesses are doing and unplug from mass consciousness in the survival, fight, flight mode. So that will support your body in evolving herself as well. Sending that request in the higher realms, asking that be activated in your energetic field and brought down to you here in this physical form. Beautiful. Then next piece I wanted to bring to you is that your body desires co-creative and collaborative partnership with you and relationship with you. She really does want to partner with you. And now I'll say, when I first started my journey, I wasn't sure that could even be true. And so if this is you, I understand that. And I'm just sharing from my perspective and from what I've helped my clients work with, is that she does indeed want to partner with you, and that you can do this by consciously connecting, communicating, which is listening to, and consciously making choices that keep you aligned internally with the vibrations that you're choosing, and then that reflects into choices that you make to create a supportive external state. So in order for her to be a powerful resource to you, you want to intentionally develop a conscious, collaborative relationship with her. Now, I'll go through this quickly because I'm watching the time here, and I want to make sure I give you my top 12 here. But powerful collaborative partnership evolves by first seeing her with your mind as an intelligent, separate consciousness that already knows what she needs to be in her optimal state. She truly does. And regularly seeing her in that optimal state, honoring her intelligence, even though your present experience may be showing up a different way right now. Because anything that's showing up now has already been created. Like, that's already done. So we're moving creation forward intentionally by using the creative powers of the mind to first recognize that she is intelligent and has her own consciousness, and seeing her in that optimal divine state, that blueprint. This collaborative partnership evolves by calling in the support of your higher self, your body's higher self, to work with your energetic fields to increase the lines of connection and communion with your body. And I would just like to invite you to do this with me now. If you are in a place where you can relax on the floor, I invite you to do that. But if you are in a place where you're remaining seated, if you'd like to close your eyes. And I'm going to invite you to call upon your higher self and your body's higher self to work with your energetic fields and the guides to support you in increasing the lines of connection and communion energetically with your body. And bringing all of your soul energy awareness into the core column of light that runs up and down the spine, in front of your spine, and inviting your body to connect to her divine line, which runs through the spine. Just snuggle in and just allow your higher self and your body's higher self to increase those lines of connection. And if you'd like, you can use the visualization of a beautiful pink ribbon representing universal love, just gently wrapping and weaving its way from the base of your spine to the top of your spine, just velcroing you in to this core column of light that runs up and down in front of the spine, to your body's divine line, which runs through the spine, just starting at the tailbone and letting that ribbon just dance and weave its way up, connecting you up through the lower belly, into the belly, traveling up in the heart area, the throat, all the way up to about the middle of the back of the head, where the spine ends. And asking that all your orientation points and reference points be updated, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived in the world. Same with your body. So this collaborative partnership requires that you be with your body, and by calling on your higher self, and using the energetic fields, asking your higher self to use the energetic fields, you can be supported in increasing those lines of communion and connection with your body. Keeping your energy and attention within your core column of light that travels up and down your spine, and inviting your body to stay connected to her line of light that's within the spine. Keeping that attention vertically first, and then perceiving horizontally. And then the last piece here on how you can create powerful collaborative relationship with your body is to have a regular practice or way of consistently connecting and communicating, listening to your body, and then making choices from that connection that keep you aligned internally, so that then your external world reflects what supports that internal state. And what I want to say about this is, when you create that connection and communion internally first, that's a combination of you being present with your body, of creating regular daily practices that help you tune into what she's experiencing, what you're creating consciously and unconsciously. When you do those pieces, and then you have body awareness practices that help you stay within your body, you're going to be working on your energy inside first and getting clarity on what's needed to have that radiance flowing freely. And once you've done the work on the inside, then something that may be supportive to you and your body externally that's when you want to bring that in. But what I'm not doing very well, but I'm going to see if I can say this better, is instead of, let's say you want to be grounded, instead of running to that yoga class to get grounded, first internally align in your core column of light, connect with your body. Ask your body energetically how she can ground herself to earth, to source. Do the internal shift first, and then maybe she still does want to go to that yoga class, or maybe not. Maybe all that was needed was to invite her into aligning to that energetic state first. And then you just yoga class because it's fun and you just like being around the people, but you're not going there to ground yourself. So that's what I was trying to explain. So by regularly staying in communication and making empowered choices, you're going to be able to make tweaks as you go. When you're staying present with your body, when you're staying aware, when you are hearing that body barometer meter, letting you know, oh yes, this is the way to go. Oh, that doesn't feel so great. Maybe you want to tweak that. You're going to be able to stay plugged into allowing radiance to flow more consistently. And if you get off course, it's easier to make those tweaks and come back. When you're not conscious daily with your body, when you don't have a regular practice of staying connected to her in the morning, throughout the day, it's like you missed a turn on a road trip 2 hours into the trip, and then you realize, crap, we should have turned back there. So now you've got to go back 2 hours, make the turn. You've wasted time. You've wasted money on gas. You've got to backtrack to get on course. So this is why I teach body communication practices, rituals that keep you in touch with your body's barometer regularly. It's so much easier when you have the discernment to know what is occurring to make those tweaks, those small little tweaks, right? In either your internal or your external world. You're able to receive information consistently. You know when you're on track. And if you need to tweak either your internal or external world, you know it before you've gone 2 hours down the road and then you need to turn around and come back, This is my definition of staying in harmony, really. Not so much balance, but harmony. And it is that ongoing dance like we were talking about before, And this is why I've created a specific program that teaches you how to stay connected and communicate with your body so that you can be at choice in the vibration that you're pulsing internally, and you can stay on the path of pleasure, of joy, and then have this reflected into your outer experience. So when you learn how to master your mental and emotional states and have a harmonious relationship with your body, you're going to stop energy leaks. You're going to create sovereignty in your field. You're going to boost your energy. You're going to turn up the volume on your radiance. You're going to be so much more effective and powerful in everything that you do. Not to mention how much more you're going to enjoy your body and your life. So you'll know how to work with your energy fields. You'll be able to work with your higher self, your body's higher self, your spiritual team, your support, work with the earth, so that you're able to partner with your unique body to allow your natural radiance to flow. So you don't have to micromanage everything and worry about your body. You're going to have that emotional freedom so that you don't have to rely on the outer world to give to you what it is that you're seeking to experience, that peace and freedom within. You'll stop taking on everybody's energetic stuff. Hallelujah. And you're going to experience more pleasure and more expanded possibilities with your body. So if you're wanting to change your weight, your energy, your performance, how your body moves, how strong your body is, you're not going to have to second guess yourself anymore on what it is that your body needs, because you're going to be very in touch with her and what she's needing to support you in doing that. And then you'll have the tools to create the outer results of radiance that you desire in a way that's natural, highly effective and adaptable to you and your body as you evolve together. So if this idea of having confidence to know how to nourish yourself in all ways, body, mind, emotion, and spirit, that allows your natural radiance to flourish and bloom, feels exciting and expansive and supportive to you, then I'd like to invite you to talk with me. I'd love to learn more about you and your body. And if it's a fit, I would like to share with you a group program that I've been inspired to create, and I'm going to be starting that soon, that can support you. It's a small, intimate group of women that will be in this program, an 8-week program, and I'm hand selecting these women that I feel would really benefit from this work. And it's not for everybody. It's for just the right woman. And if you think that that is you, I would love to talk to you, to share more with you about the program and see if this would support you. So if this is you, then if you'll look over to the right, there is a link. Here, let me pull it up for you. Now find that link. There it is. If you click on that Get Started button, that's going to take you to my info page. And there's no need to fill out an application or anything. All you need to do is send me an email, and in the email subject line or in the body of the text, just put I choose Radical Radiance now. That link is http://spirits in motion, that's SPIRITS N like Nancy, motion.com/contact. So click that link and just put I choose Radical Radiance now in the text. And then I will get back to you with my calendar and we'll set up a time to talk. And I'd love to learn more about your body, what's going on with you, and how I can support you, and how this program can be supportive to you if it's a good fit. So now I would like to share with you my top 12 list of things that I would have wanted somebody to share with me when I began transforming my body relationship 8 years ago. These have been instrumental to me in experiencing more peace, more pleasure, more freedom with my body. And I want you to have them as well. So I want to go through them really quickly, and then we will wrap everything up. I'm going to pull them up for you on the screen. So let me do my little screen share. See, I'm a little over time here. Not too bad though. Here we go. Share. Okay. No, let me see. Yeah, okay. No? I think y'all have it. But now I gotta find it so I can read it. Oh my gosh, so many windows. Please bear with me. I will find it. Is it that one? No. Oh, I was doing so well. It's not that one. Here we go. All right. What I'd want somebody to have shared with me 8 years ago when I was struggling with my body relationship that would have been most helpful in shifting it to harmony, peace, and pleasure. Tip number 1, you are not your body. You are a soul essence residing in a physical body while you're expressing yourself on earth. That was pivotal for me. Number 2, your body has a separate and unique consciousness distinct from your soul essence. We talked about that today. Number 3, your body is a physical manifestation, a reflection of the thoughts and emotions you've consistently held within your field in this lifetime, as well as genetic imprinting that came into this lifetime that was agreed upon by your soul and body before incarnating. And by the way, that genetic imprinting can be shifted. Number 4, your true natural state is radiant health and well-being, and your body has an original divine blueprint for optimal health in the higher realms that are available for her to energetically plug into and activate. Number 5, the physical manifestation of your body is ground zero of the energetic state of your being. This is where it all, your thoughts, your emotions, your energetic essence, all it manifests into ground zero of your physical form. Number 6, although you are not only your body, when you cultivate a relationship of respect, communication, and appreciation in a spirit of collaboration, you're able to work with and enjoy the physical experience with harmony, freedom, fluidity, and ease. Number 7, when you take personal responsibility for your soul lessons or your spiritual growth opportunities and take them off your body, i.e. expecting your body to make you feel good about yourself, and instead request that this learning be worked on in the higher realms where they actually can be, you give your body the freedom and space she needs to do what she does best, harmonize and create greater degrees of well-being. Number 8, when you're able to model right energy to your body, holding within you and your body the qualities you wish to experience at a soul level, this reflects in your physical body state. So when you model the energy of self-love to your body, she can reflect that back to you by loving herself. Number 9, the more you create intentional, positive, and collaborative relationship with your body, the more you're able to give her the space and encouragement she needs to achieve and experience greater degrees of health and well-being, and to be in acceptance, unconditional love when she's out of alignment with her divine original blueprint, guiding her back to that. Number 10, pleasure and high vibrations are your body's signal that you're making life-supportive choices physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually on the energetic realm. Number 11, working with your body on the energetic level first, and then listening without judgment for what she desires and requires on the physical level is the most efficient way to create shifts and desired results on the physical level. And number 12, getting to know your unique body keeps you grounded in your experience and prevents you from taking on other energies that do not belong to you. Other souls' discordant energy, or other bodies' discordant energy. We didn't even get into that, but our bodies pick up on other bodies' energies. It supports you in creating sovereignty in your field. So, my friends, that is my top 12, what I wish somebody would have shared with me when I first started my journey. And I'm happy to share it with you. I'm going to end that screen share now. There we go. And if you would like to receive a copy of this, I'm gonna, I don't know if I can, I'm just, go to that same, okay, so I'll leave that up there. Go to that same button link, the info button, where I put the offer headline. I choose Radical Radiance Now. Instead, just type in top 12 and send me an email, and I will send you a PDF link so that you can have this and look at it and review it and support you and your body with these tips, with this information. Well, before we close, I'm just going to check that box. Let's see, anybody have any questions? Don't see anything that's posted there. So you can still post a question if there's any questions or comments that you have on what I've shared with you today, anything that presenced itself for you. I would love to hear that. And I had a summary for you of just where we've been I'm just going to briefly go through that with you, and then I'd like to end with a meditation with you. So, where have we been? Key number 1, true radiance is an ongoing, creative, multidimensional process, and that you can see it as an artistic, ever-evolving expression of allowing radiance to flow through you freely. So it's multidimensional, it's not just physical, it's ever-changing and evolving, and you create true radiance from the inside first, which then reflects to or translates into your external world. Second key, radiance is your birthright and your natural state. So you reclaim that natural state by remembering that you have a divine original blueprint for well-being, and by using the power of your mind to plug into that divine blueprint, inviting your body and working with your body and your higher self to plug into that divine original blueprint. You have a right to claim your radiant state and create sovereignty in your field, keeping your life force energy on you and for you, eliminating those energy drainers and modeling your radiance to the world. And you most efficiently align to your radiance by calling upon your forces vertically first, your higher self, your spiritual team, your body's higher consciousness, and uploading from the earth, and then looking for the external horizontal plane to support you in your outer world. And the third key was your body is a powerful resource to assist you in fully embodying your brilliance in physical form, and wants and desires to support you in experiencing radiance. That your body is a barometer for your internal and external state. And remember, pleasure equals radiance. Pleasure equals radiance. She has a consciousness separate from your soul. And by working with her at the level of your higher self and with the energetic fields, you can collaborate with her to shift that state to a more evolved consciousness beyond survival, fight, flight mode for greater degrees of health and well-being. And on the flip side of this, to help her do what she does best, which is to be healthy and vibrant and express that radiant health, taking any soul lessons off of her and asking that they be resolved at the level of your higher self, and that your body desires co-creative and collaborative relationship with you. She truly does. She told me. And by having a regular practice of consistently connecting and communicating, listening to your body, and then making choices that keep you aligned internally to create the supportive external state that you desire is key. And that if you'd like to speak to me about how you can create this for yourself, and if you're interested in this group program that I have coming up, I invite you to click on that link to the right, type in, I choose Radical Radiance now, and I'll get back to you. We'll set up a time to talk. All right, lovelies, I want to end this with a meditation. So I invite you to go back to that exercise that we did at the very beginning, where you wrote down the 3 things that are frustrating you about your body and about your health, your challenges, and then your 3 greatest desires. And I'm going to invite you to just drop in, connect with your divine line, that soul essence that runs up and down your spine. Snuggle in, invite your body to come into her divine line. Just bringing all of your breath into this present moment, bringing all of your energy and awareness in. And then I'm going to invite you at the level of your higher self, your body's higher self, and your fully enlightened body, your fully radiant body, its higher self, to connect with you in the higher realms. I'm going to invite you to request that the fully enlightened, radiant body consciousness come before you now. Come before the body that you're presently experiencing right now. And those pieces that you wish to shift and change, just invite the fully enlightened body consciousness to see those. Make the request that she do a gentle healing, clearing, recalibrating on the body deva of now. Just allow her to work with your higher self. You as a fully enlightened being, working in the energetic fields and the guides to connect you energetically to what will support you in receiving your greatest desires with your body. Just noticing if she has any messages for you, for your body. Just allow her to tend to your body. Ask her to relay at the level of your higher self any ways that your soul essence can support your body in evolving her consciousness, in evolving her physical state. And ask that that be relayed to you in a way that empowers you and supports you on your journey. Asking that all of your orientation points and reference points are updated, all ways in which you and your body perceive and are perceived in the world. Thanking the fully enlightened body deva, your higher self, the guides, your spiritual team, anyone that was here to assist you in this healing. And coming into this present moment. Thank you so, so much for taking this time for you, for allowing yourself to receive whatever was perfect and right for you today. It's been my joy, pleasure, and privilege being with you here today. It is my greatest desire that your radiance flow through you with effortless ease, so that your beautiful, brilliant essence can shine brightly in the world, and you and your body experience pleasure, peace, joy, freedom, everything that your heart desires. So thanks again for this time. And please reach out if you would like to have a conversation, or if there's any way that I can support you and your body. So happy Women's Leadership Day, I believe it is, right? And happy new daylight savings time. Have a beautiful week. Thanks again. Much love. Many blessings to you. Bye for now.